Wait, well, what's wrong with me power jacking in the face? Oh.
Welcome everybody to Team Fortress 2. Today we'll be here to help all the sniper mains improve their sniper capabilities and be hated by the community even more. To better your sniper game, you have to know what you're up against and to know what you can do. This means knowing which weapons you're working with, so let's take a look at your loadout. Is that it? It's just stock. How many hours does it? Kinda boring, actually. Map in hand. Yeah, it's boring, but it works. Like really well, actually. So, lesson 1, stock works. But before you can really appreciate stock, you need to look at the other weapons, and for the most part I can't really tell you which weapons to use because they each serve their own purpose and play style. So to tell you to always use one weapon would generally be ignorant. But on the other hand, I can tell you which weapons not to use. Let's start with primaries. The Sydney Sleeper. I don't think I actually need to tell you why not being able to headshot is a sniper. Okay, so maybe I might actually need to explain why not being able to headshot as sniper is a bad thing. So let's compare the pros and cons with this weapon compared to stock. Let's make a list of— The game already did that though. Increased charge rate and Girardi effect on hit. Cool, this is alright, but does it make up for the no headshots thing? On full charge, the stock does 150 damage as well as the sleeper. But the sleeper guarantees Girardi on hit. The stock rifle has a chance to do 450 damage on a headshot, which by the way isn't an RNG kind of chance, it's skill based. Yes, you can get to full charge faster, but the lesser charged headshot on stock is still extremely significant. So to all the people saying that the Girardi effect can help your team kill the enemy, I will ask you, would your team rather the enemy be Girardi'd or already dead at your hands?
But what if can't do headshot?
Oh well, in that case you should— Why are you playing sniper? I just realized I should probably get a pop filter. This is not sounding good. No, get on the fucking— no. Get on there. Please. That is better, right? That sounds good. Anyway, so sniper is a precision class, and if you aren't precise, don't play the class. This is also carried over to non-charged shots. Quickscopes will allow you to do an instant 150 damage, whereas the sleeper can't even do that. Speaking of not being able to quickscope, the classic. The classic makes up for this by being able to leave scope while maintaining a charge. However, you are still moving very slowly and are an easy pick. Like the sleeper's Girardi on hit, I don't dislike this feature. Many snipers that want a fully charged shot will suffer from tunnel vision and stay in scope so long that they won't know what's happening around them. Being able to unscope, take a look around, and assess the situation is great, and I think it can be really useful. The problem here lies in the combination of limitations. Because you can't quickscope and do an instant 150 damage means you really need to charge every shot, and because you're charging your shot means you're moving slower, even if you aren't scoped. This means that using the classic means you're sitting duck, waiting to be picked. Yes, if you have full charge you can do serious damage, but you have limited defense once you're firing your shot. Maybe if there was no movement impairments while unscoped it would be a different story, but even then I don't really see this weapon being as good as the stock rifle anytime soon, at least not in its current state. Oh wait, we've got 2 down, 4 left. Let's see. We've got the Bazaar Bargain, the Hitman heatmaker, wait, what's this? I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot the Hitman's heatmaker even existed. I wouldn't say it's bad though, but I would say it's lacking. I've seen many effective snipers use this weapon, but I don't think it's the weapon itself that makes them effective. Looking at its abilities, I'd say the most interesting thing about this weapon is the quieter shots. Yes, you can gain a charge meter in the form of focus, but it looks like focus doesn't do much of anything. You get charge faster, which is great, but you also get tracers and you don't automatically unscope. This is enabling tunnel vision. Also, I find it very jarring to stay in scope. Like I'm not entirely sure when I can fire the next shot. I have view metals off normally, so it's not like I really need them to see when I reload, but normally I have the time outside each shot unscoped to see what's happening around me. With what we've talked about so far, I would say this weapon is generally not very impressive. Which brings us to the final point of less damage on body shots. To me this is the final drawback of the weapon that makes it not really worth using. It just seems like you're gaining nothing and doing less damage. Wait, what was that? Go back! Go back! Wait, you keep the charge. Wait, you keep the charge in between shots? How did I not— is this decent now? Oh, for fuck's sake. I had a script and everything prepared saying that wasn't good, now we have to test it. One second. Let me go do this. So I've got a focus meter ready, and I want to use it to get the sentry down, and the demo comes and I'm missing every fucking shot. God damn, I hate my life. Okay, so my assessment is still meh. It's definitely got potential, but because I'm staying in scope, I don't really know when to fire my next shot, and thus I'm missing, and I'm slower because of it. If you want to learn the timing, go for it, but I'm not going to say it's worth it. Weigh the odds, do what you want. Speaking of headshot, no, you see, this is where the script was good. There was a good segue in between the last weapon and the, God, what's the weapon? What's the goddamn weapon?
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Up until now, I haven't really talked about any of these weapons in competitive, mainly because up until now, they haven't really been worthy of consideration. But here we have something that has some serious stuff going on, and we need to take an even closer look at how it performs. The Bazaar Bargain does the same damage as stock, same headshots, same fully charged damage. The fun part comes in with how fast the weapon charges its shots, which is dependent on how many kills you get with it. Starting with only 50% charge, I'd say this weapon is great in the right hands, but just not in competitive. In comp, your main goal when making it to a mid-fight is to kill the other sniper, then the med and demo, and just generally deal as much damage as you can, getting key picks when the time is right. More often than not, at the start of a round, the sniper will be overhealed, so you'll need your charged shot to kill them. If the other sniper is using stock, they will charge to lethal damage quicker, which is not a good situation to be in. Even if you don't focus the sniper at the start of a round, you still need to be able to get your damage out as quickly as possible, because the sniper is one of the only classes that can. Because you get to a mid-fight just after scout, demo, and jumping soldiers, you will generally be able to get off headshots from a distance at the same time the teams start their clash. The time you wasted with a slower charge could have been just enough time for a rocket or a scattergun shot to take out a key teammate. Because of that, I would say this weapon isn't great for competitive, but in public games you can do some pretty insane stuff with this weapon. Because there is a variance in skill level, team skill, and map balance, there's no pressure to take out key targets right away. More often than not, the start of a round is a big mess, easy for snipers to stay back and get enough quick scopes to increase their charge rate and back to stock level, if not higher. Because missing no longer reduces your charge like it did before, you no longer need to make sure you get the headshot, especially if you already have an increased charge rate. I like this weapon. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely good. My favorite would definitely have to be, oh hey there. Hey there, I love you. Wait, shit, wait, oh, God, we have to do that. Okay. The huntsman is one of those weapons that takes a class and I snapped my fingers, and changes the way you play it, like Demo Night. The huntsman takes a long-range class and gives them a medium-range weapon, having them play more aggressively than they normally would. This weapon is fairly fun, and I'd even say it's pretty good. The problem comes in competitive. The sniper is not very mobile or tanky with average movement speed and 125 health. They make up for this, however, with their range, and the ability to pick off a player before they can get close enough to be a problem. When you take away that range, you are put in the same fight as the scout or soldier. Because you don't have mobility or high health, you're practically a sitting duck. And I've said that a lot so far, haven't I? I need to think of a different, you're gonna get screwed. Yes, you can get pretty high damage numbers out frequently, and even one-shot most classes, but that doesn't mean you have an advantage. If we're generous and say that a fight with a huntsman sniper is still viable for damage output, this still leaves the opposing team's sniper. If they're using a rifle, they will be at a long-range advantage over your huntsman sniper. They will then basically have free range to pick off as many classes as they can, because your sniper is no longer able to deal with them. The huntsman itself isn't bad in the least. The problem comes in competitive with how the sniper needs to play. The sniper is the only true long-range class in the game, so you should keep him there. But is it good? I mean, you can't just like do this whole thing and not tell if it's good.
Oswald that he needs to go somewhere, that I need someone help. Someone help, what? Yeah, he is shooting, by the way, guys.
In public games, I would say this weapon is an equal side grade to stock in most scenarios.
Yo, I'm lit, but I'm still gonna hit the shot.
Not being able to hip fire is a pretty huge disadvantage for close range combat, but the added damage boost on charged shots is amazingly powerful. Fully charging a shot with this weapon means utterly destroying anyone you click on. Even if it's a body shot, you're still doing 173 damage, enough to take a pyro or demo to 2 health if they are fully healed. Any damage before or after the shot means they're dead, and this is where competitive makes the weapon that much more god tier. Your team should easily be able to work with that high damage output. If you really want to know more about the Machina, I would go watch Blank's video. Oh fuck, I don't even know the person. I would go watch Blank's video on the Machina in a Platinum Highlander. It's very good and I agree with pretty much everything he says. Also, it means I don't have to talk about it because this video is getting pretty fucking long. Holy shit. If I make like another video for secondaries, it would probably come out like in 3 months based upon my current rate of doing things. So in order to lessen that time, I think I'm gonna include the secondaries, but just make it really quick. Okay, so let's go. Stock SMG does insane damage when you hit all your shots, which you generally should be able to do if you're a sniper. Aiming is your thing. The Cleaner's Carbine does less damage and fires slower. You do get a charge meter which gives you mini crits, but giving the secondary a charge meter encourages aggressive play, which means you're going to need the damage of stock. Even if you manage to get the mini crits, you'll still be stuck using them on a bad weapon or your primary. Or melee. Shit, I have to talk about melee. Either way, this weapon's not that great. So, the only weapon that isn't a backpack-like weapon is the Durati. You won't be able to do any close-range damage with your secondary anymore, but now you have a weapon that makes all enemies in a small area take mini crits. That is, if you can get the splash right. This is like giving up your personal defense to help your team deal more damage, which is a good compromise, if your team knows how to use the mini crits to their full potential, and I highly doubt most people in a public game will know how. This leaves us with the combo of using this weapon alongside a certain melee weapon, which gives you full crits when combined. However, you must melee them to get the crits, but mini critting with hipfire on a stock rifle will two-shot most light classes, so it definitely has its place in comp. It isn't balanced enough, in my opinion, to be used all the time, but it's definitely viable. You might notice I am missing one weapon from my backpack. Is it because it's not as useful as most people think and will end up gimping you more than helping you? Or did I answer my own question? I think this weapon goes hand in hand with another shield, so I'll talk about them both at the same time. After we talk about this little cutie, hey little guy, someone got an update, didn't they? Yes you did, so cute, oh, look at him. So the Cozy Camper got an update with Tough Break, making it my second most used secondary after the SMG. While the Camper doesn't actually do damage, it does give you passive healing, which is great on maps with limited health packs or no medics. This additional bonus of no flinching when in sights means you'll be able to hit more shots than before, lessening the number of targets, making it too close for comfort. The decreased knockback is the icing on the cake for me, since I highly hate knockback weapons on any class. The Sniper has two counters, Spies and other snipers. The Sniper has a shield to stop both, and both these shields don't completely stop their respective enemies. The Razorback can stop a backstab, but the Spy could still just shoot you. The Danger Shield can stop a headshot, but only if it's uncharged. This is generally what I think whenever I see a sniper wearing the Danger Shield.
Oh, there he is. He's playing sniper. He's got the anti-sniper backpack thing on. As of the hard scope, this idiot. Oh my god, he's never gonna win this fight.
In competitive TF2, most snipers charge your shots, meaning the Darwin's Danger Shield isn't going to do shit. Most spies in comp know how to use their gun, but in competitive, there's a lot of communication. If the spy tries to gun you down because you have the Razorback, you can call out where he is and have a teammate help get rid of him, especially if you're already with a teammate. The spy mainly goes for one backstab, then cloaks to set up the next one. If you run the Razorback, they will be forced to spend more time fighting you than they would like. Both do their own thing and aren't very good in pubs, but the Razorback is used a lot in competitive and the DDS is banned. But I think personally, that's mainly because it changes the pace of the sniper too much, just like the GRU is also banned. So make of that what you will. I mean, I think the Darwin's Danger Shield is really bad, and I've never seen a really good sniper using it, so whatever. God fucking damn melee. Look. Okay, look, you generally don't melee people too often, so I'm not really gonna go over melee stuff. Stock is good, and use the Bushwalker with the Girardi. The rest are like meh. So this video, holy shit, it's 5 fucking pages. What? When did it become so long? And my recording is 20 minutes, although I've messed up a lot, so it's probably going to go down to like 10 minutes or so? I don't know. Tell me if you like this video. I definitely want to do more stuff on Sniper, but I also want to do a lot of other stuff in general about TF2, maybe some Let's Plays, who knows? And that's my chair squeaking. I don't know. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you. Bye. So I've got it charged, and I use it to get the max shot, and I want to get the sentry, and I think that getting like the constant 150 and over the fucking demo comes and ruins it, and my phone's going off. God damn it. So I've got the charge, and I use it to try to get. So I've got the focus, and I'm going to use it to try to get max shots on this sentry. So I've got the focus charge. I'm going to use it to get as much shots as off. I can't even fucking speak normally.